Okay, so what we've got here, it's been cleaned a little bit and put a new carpet down, so that's spotless. I've even put some brand new sheepskin covers. Hope you like them. Okay. We've also got the radio works as well, but I don't doubt we get a signal here, not where I am. Yeah, signals are terrible here. Oh, the aerial's not even okay. In fact, that aerial isn't the aerial. Okay, I'll explain to that. The aerial's actually at the back of there. I haven't got round to putting that in, but you should know. You got the little security things for the radio to pull out, and so it's got a proper brand new aerial in there. Just haven't fixed it in properly. So you should know that. So this one here, don't know if you can see that. So that lifts up. Oops, sorry, you do need two hands. As you got these little anyway, so that pulls out. Okay, and then you just unfold this. Whoops. There you go. As you can see, and you just unfold that. Okay, so I'll put that one back. Also, as I say, it's a 6 berth, so you can get 2 people up there, which is very comfortably. There's bags ceiling height. You might want to think about getting a ladder. We didn't bother because 1 foot on the settee and 1 foot on the table and you were up, so we've never bothered. But it all depends on whether you might need a ladder and that. If you've got children going up there, you really don't need a ladder, I promise you. Kids will just find their way up, not a problem. This one here is a double bed as well, and it can also turn into a huge double bed. I say these sides will actually come out about this far, making a huge double bed, which basically you got your cushions there, you fold them out. It's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle with cushions. And you've got extra cushions that are holding my mattress up because I like a little bit of airflow when not in use. So you've got 2 big, huge. I mean, this is a huge double berth. This one, and it's comfortable. It's it's just a great night's sleep. So you got that's basically the master bedroom. So that's your 2 up there, 2 up there, and 2 here. And as I say, if you're desperate for more room, there's the hatch to the garage. Open that up and put a big sheet of ply down there and get yourself a mattress. So you can turn this into an 8 berth. Now the problem with turning it into an 8 berth, you've only got 6 seats. So that's the only difficulty. But if you're going to go somewhere and someone else is driving along, well, there you go. You've got an 8 berth. So okay, so windows have got nets and blinds. I'll do that one. Oops, I can barely reach. So do that, and then let go of that. There you go. Some light. So this can be 4 passengers in the back, and then obviously the driver and your passenger at the front. So 6 can be in this driving along. Just open them curtains as well. Okay, so there we go. So you got because these are forward facing, so you have proper harness ones, shoulder harness, seat belts, and these ones are just lap belts. They're facing the opposite way. Okay, so at the back I've got, which I should take that out. I always put these cushions here to keep it all nice and aired when not in use. So I just pull them out and you'll see right, fairly clean mattress. It's got mattress protector as well, so you can take the mattress protector off and you can wash that separately. So you can see it's fairly clean. It's got a nice shelf up at the top there. Same again, you've got window at the back there, window on the side. They've all got fly screens and blinds. You've got, I think you've got 3 of these in the main cabin, 3 hatches with blind screens. You unscrew them to take them off and you give them a bit of brush of all the debris that comes in occasionally, which needs to be done, but another one of them jobs. We've got fire down here. Okay, it's been through the wars, that fire. When we did a trip all through Europe, when we had guests and that, they would actually stand on it and get up on top of the bunk, which that's what the stairs are provided for, but it works okay. We've got 4-burner hob. It's also got a grill underneath, all in working condition. You've got cutlery tray, cutlery drawer, and we've got a cupboard down below. Oh, you've got some gas. I don't think you can see. You've got some shut-off valves for the gas. Okay. You've also got a pull-out. Okay. We have the sink here. On the sink you've got, it needs a bit of a clean. I haven't used it this season. So you got like a little drain there for something. Okay. I've also got, which let me put that on. And I think it's got lights. Yep, lights are on. That's handy. There you go. Cupboards. Alright. Didn't realise I left that. And cupboards up there. It's not short of a cupboard or 2 in this place. I say you've got the big wardrobe there. Got a mirror here. You've actually got a child safety net, which you'll just hook on if you need to, just in case you want to have children in the back there. Let me put them back up there. Okay, we have a toilet and shower, so it needs to be open a bit more than that. I don't know why that's closed. That's your hatch up there. So we've got hot water shower. The only problem with the hot water shower is that, you know, like you go through water like there's no tomorrow. It's best to use the hot water shower as a last minute an essential, or if you're at a campsite, then, you know, like just keep filling up. But you've got a toilet there with electric flush, so you'll push the blue button there and then that'll flush. Sink taps, all the pump works for everything. So another mirror there. I say toilet, it's just, and it spins round, which is really good. Means that you can have your legs pointing sort of this way, giving you the most maximum room, which I like that a lot. I'm quite a big bloke. So you've got fridge here, fridge and freezer. Now this is a 3-way fridge freezer. Okay, Electrolux. We've got, if you can see there, gas, electric, and gas, mains, electric, and battery. The battery I think they're pointless. But what you're meant to do is when you're at mains and you're at electric hookup, you're meant to use the fridge at that point there, and you get it all cold, as cold as you want. And the battery, as you're driving along, would keep it topped up until you get to a campsite or something. But you wouldn't really know. You would notice a temperature difference if you just put it on battery, but it's nothing significant to cold, like to make your food go cold or stay cold and that. So the battery would just basically help it until you get to a campsite, and then you would put the gas on, or you would put the mains electric on. Works great at mains electric. The gas, it's struggling at the moment because you press to keep the pilot light on, and it's meant to stay on once you let go. Like the thermocoupling inside is meant to keep it all keep the flame running. It's struggling with that at the moment. I guess it might have a little crap in the jets or something, or it might need a clean on the thermocoupling. Sometimes you just put a bit of emery cloth on there and give that a little scrape. If I ever find time, I'll get round and doing that, but that's normally what it is on these three-way fridges. To be honest, I don't think we ever used it as for gas, because you'd only put it on if you stopped. And of course, when we're camping along, like we're kind of on the go all the time, you wouldn't keep it switched on as you're driving along. Depends on how you're going to use the van. Might be essential that you put that on, but we only used it. We've used it extensively all over Europe. It served really well, because this is a Ford engine, Ford Transit. That's all it is. It's a Ford Transit. It's a 3.5 ton, which means that you can drive this on a car license. That means anybody can drive this, as long as you've got a car license. I've got some really good, fantastic insurance that allows any driver to use it, providing that I think they've got to be 30 years out of age, which meant that we've had multiple drivers driving all over Europe in it. We put a brand new, even though I've kind of marked it there, probably just needs a clean. We've got a brand new window there and a brand new one at the back on the rear. We had a little mishap with that when it went to Europe. We lost two windows, so I've put some brand new ones in, the exact correct ones for it. So you'd be pleased to know that's all been rectified. What else can I tell you? There is a cubby hole here, and you can open that up, and you can go in. I think we can see. You can go in there and have access to the main garage if need be, which is it's quite handy if it's really badly raining and all that outside, and you just want to grab something. You have some food or something close by to the hatch, you can just grab it. It's really good. Water tank is under this one. So yeah, it's got how big? About as big as that box underneath. So it's got a big water tank underneath there. On the other side, it has the heater. Heater works as well, and the switch for the heater is here. So you would put that on. Oops. And actually, we put some, as you can see, is also we put some nice carpets down. You can roll them up, and then it's just got a vinyl wood floor if need be. We've got TV there. I've never used it, but it's a DVD player, DVD, SD, USB. Keep it or throw it away. I don't know. I don't really. When we go out, we don't watch TV, so never used it. Although it does work. The remote control's inside the drawer. Got a few little odds and ends in the drawer. I've also got a reversing camera. It's only a very, very cheapo one. With my work and that, I just haven't got the time to fit it. I keep looking at it, keep coming in here, and I just it's a bit of an effort to wire from one end to the other. I've got two cameras. So the idea was is to put a switch in between the RCA signal, and then so I could just switch from one camera to the other. So maybe you would like to do that. So you just have to buy a RCA switch. And you get out a bit of soldering, a bit of glue, hot glue. I'm not sure where you probably run the wires underneath, might do it along and then poke it back up and then stick it on wherever there. What else can I tell you? Mileage, it is up to, can we see? Yeah, it's up to 82,485. It's quite fairly low when I got it, but I say I've taken it all over Europe. It's actually been to over 39 countries. So it's been a magnificent fan for us. It's not just 39 countries, all over the UK three times, all over the UK 3 times. It's been to Ireland, Scotland, God, you name it. It's been everywhere, this has, and every country. We never got to Belarus, but it's been to every other country in Europe. We didn't go as far as Belarus. Pretty hard to get visas and all that to drive in there. So there you go. So this is the motorhome that I have for sale. You've got a panel up here, so you can do a test. So that's the back cabin. You can see, so I've pressed it once and it shows you it's 2/3 full of battery, and then the front cabin 2/3 full of battery again, which is not bad considering it's been sat here for so long. That's doing really well actually. And you would as for the water, can you hear that? So the water pump is underneath there, and that would purge. What it's doing is actually purging water into the main tank. I'll turn that off because I don't need that. So it's actually filling up the main tank, but it's not going to do anything because I haven't put any water in there. What else we got there? So you got this one here. That's for lighting just outside. You got light in there, and you've got you press it. So you press it once and you press it twice. For front and back cabin, I think you can see that. And then you've also, that light will come up when you've got electric put in. That light comes in when you've run out of water. So there must be a little bit of water in there because it hasn't come up. So how good's that? You've got a weird 12 volt. It's not a normal size, it's a little tiny one. Maybe you want to take this panel out and swap it for a bigger one. Turn that off. Right, inside this box on the outside, so inside that box and on the outside is where I've got 2 gas containers in there, which is really good. So you can have 2 large gas containers, which is really fantastic. One's half full, the other one's empty. I've also got 3 or 4, I think 3 maybe, possibly 4, European gas containers that can come with it, which is really good. I don't think there's anything else I can tell you. So as we go out, so you've got the main awning there. Oops. Yeah, main awning's there. Inside was this. That's where your gas will live. I don't know if we can get some keys. I can quickly show you. Trust me to use the wrong key. Oops, hang on. It's going to be that one, isn't it? There you go. So what I do is I put a load of these foam parts just to stop it rattling. Don't want any noise. So you got a fairly big one there, and you got a smaller one at the back. You can see that there is a bit dark, but there's a smaller one there. But you can fit 2 the same size. You can just, I don't know if you can get a slightly bigger one, but I find they work well. So you got 15 and what is it? Is it 15 kilogram? Probably a 10 or something at the back. So yeah, I just put them in, and that stops sort of any rattling around. Okay. We've got our electrics here. I'll put the electrics in there for the whole van. That one there, you'll undo that one, and that's where you'll get access to cleaning the thermocoupling and the gas jets and that. It's very simple process. Again, just time wise and that. We've also got a large garage. Inside this large garage is the tent, the outside tent, and there's also, so that's the outside tent and that, but you've also got this one here, which actually a cover that will go over the entire body of it, for winter storage and that. It's really good. I think you've got a good tyre there as well. Yeah, it looks a new tyre, so you're okay there. You've got an extinguisher in the back. I put this extra bit of wood here, I don't know if you can see that, and you can actually put a piece of timber, big sheet of thick ply and go right the way across, and you could have, if need be, an extra bed, an extra double bed. So you can do it that way, and then what you do is open the cabin, because that's what we did when we went to Europe. Someone slept there, which is really good, nice and handy. Or this is actually big enough for 2 motorbikes. I know you can get one big motorbike, but the guy who I bought the motorhome from, he said he used to go out with 2 motorbikes. So if you're a motorbike enthusiast and you want to take it along with you, there you go. That's ideal for motorbike. But also you've got bags of room for like chairs and tables and barbecues and just absolutely bags of room. Get some perspective of the size of the tyre and how big that is. It's just huge bit of space. There's a what's it, I don't even see it there. There's some strip lighting going around, but I don't know where the remote is for it. So you can put that on. You can have bags of light, but maybe you might need to buy an extra strip light and thing for that. Ladder up there, no solar panels. I was going to, if I was going to keep it a little bit longer, but I never got around to it. But you got a ladder there to get yourself up there. There was just a tiny bit of damage why I got the reversing camera. Someone who was reversing, as I say, I've had multiple drivers in this, and I was a little bit unsure, and they hit something. But it's been like that for a while now, and it's all legal. It's just, you've got a few screws and all that, past the MOT like that. So it's just something me personally, I wouldn't bother fixing it any further than what it is. It's doing its job. Let me put that one back. Little tiny bit of damage there. Never got around to doing that either. It's an old van. It's a working van kind of thing. Like it will get you from A to B with a bit of comfort inside. As I say. Oh yes, and there's another little bit here. Don't forget that aerial there is redundant. The aerial is actually behind. It kind of just needs taken out and putting on there, but it's another process that trying to find time to do. What I want to show you is the wing mirror. It's been like that since the day I bought it, and I never bother getting it changed because it's really solid, really solid. But there is a problem there. I can't even remember what the problem was. It's had some masking tape, some gaffer tape on there. It's not loose, it's solid, but as I say, it is broken. I think they're about £50-60 for a new one. I never bothered because it works, so I just don't see any point bothering fixing that one. It's got good tyres throughout. They were bought new last year, and we didn't really go anywhere. We did one trip. Sorry, we did go somewhere. I went up to Scotland and back, but they're good tyres. And there you go. I hope you enjoy. I'm open to offers, reasonable offers. I'm not going to let it go for nothing. I'd rather keep it. So yeah, if there's going to be any silly offers, then please don't bother. It'll only offend me. I just won't entertain it. I'm in no hurry to get rid of this. If it takes me a year to sell, fine, whatever. I'm really not bothered. But I am open to offers. So, you know, at the moment there's one in, I think it's Auto Trader or something, identical to this, and they want £23,000. Now admittedly that's got half the mileage on that one. So I think I'm looking at nearest offer to 20,000. You know, I do have some extra silver spray paint for the wheels. Another thing that I haven't got round to, which I've got it, but I haven't done it. I say I put new carpet in. I put what's this? You got brand new carpet in here. You got some brand new sheepskin. Seat covers. You got some carpet in there as well. I've just tidied it up as best as I can. Like for a family, ready to go. This is ready to go right now. All lights up around the sides. Lights at the top. I'll try and see if I can get. There's a fault with them somehow. I don't know why. They were working. They're not working out. I actually think I've wired them up back to front. Whether that matters or what, I don't know. Because I went and bought some brand new ones. Yeah, but they're not working. So I think I've done something wrong there. But we'll see. I'll try to get round and have a quick look at that as well. So I'm letting you know all the faults and that, because you need to take that into consideration when buying. That gives you your power to knock me down a little bit, which is absolutely fair enough. Oh, I see there's a bit of rubber that I have not put back on. I took the awning off. There's a little tiny bit of rubber there. You won't see that. I will put that, second I get my ladders, I will put that back in place. It's just a little bit of rubber that goes right the way along the oil and stop water getting down the sides. And I forgot to put it back in place because the heavens opened when I put the awning back, and then never got round to it because, as I say, I don't like working in the rain. But and it's smashing. Yeah, be sad to let this one go, but my plan is to start a small little business, and then eventually, if it all goes well, go and buy myself another one. That's the plan. There you go. So hope you enjoy. And just letting you know, you've also got this great tow hitch here. There's a lot of strength there. I'm guessing it's a big van. I've not tried it, but I say it's a big van. So I'm guessing that yes, you probably can pull a very small car or an extra trailer. I'm not sure. The guy who I bought it off, he never did. So it must have been the previous owners. But as I say, it's a very professional tow bar kit there. So anyway, talking about them cameras before, one camera would sit somewhere around here, or even on the tow bar itself maybe, and I would put the other one at the top for a wider view, just above the tailgate light. Yeah, so I would do that, and that way if you've got an RCA switch, you can switch from one to the other for a bigger, wider view, an overall view, and then a tighter view for reversing at the bottom. Who knows, if it's not been sold by the time I get some time off, I might even fit it myself for you, but I haven't really got a lot of time. We'll see, but it's provided if you get round to it. There you go. Okay, this is the outside awning, sides, all sides, and that makes a really good tent. It's got a couple of holes on the very bottom where pegs go in, so it just needs a couple of grommets on there. Of course, I've only thrown this up very briefly. Normally you'd put this a bit tighter, and the way to do that is you just bring back the awning back that way a little bit, and then that will go against the sides. It's just my first time that I've ever put this together. Want to follow me? Okay, so if we go around, you can see that, can you get to there? You can see that it all hooks into, this is all specially made for the actual awning, and it all hooks in really nicely. Okay, so it's not a universal one, it's one specially designed for this awning. Can you come around? So that you can see. And if you look at the ground as well, so it has this draft and rain mat that goes right the way around. Okay, and it comes around again, and you can see where you put your pegs as well, which I haven't done yet because it's a nice sunny day, and I'm just quickly showing you. It's in fairly good condition. Same thing again. That would go right to the van if the awning's pulled back just a little bit. I haven't got a look over here. I don't have a proper brace to turn it, so we've always used a jack brace, and that seems to work. You want to come follow me? You've got doors on the other side, so you can either go in on that side, in there, or in there. So all the zips work really well. Okay, you can come with us? Can you come in? Okay. I think what happens is you put your pegs on the outer ones and pull that back, and then this would pull forward, that like that. And then you put more pegs down, which I haven't done, but I guess you get the meaning. Come on this side, and you can see that the first brace hooks into there. Can you see that? So the first brace hooks into there. So I'll show you all the braces and how that goes. And it's got a little pin that will hook into that one there. Right. And then the next brace, just behind there, that's that one in the middle. It's got a little screw hole there, and it just hooks onto the screw hole, and then just, I guess it just goes anywhere along there on that one, and that keeps the roof up. And then we've got, so you got this one on here, you got these down ones that will go into the first, they are actually meant to go into that first hole over there. If you look on that side, it would go on that first hole over there. Okay, just on, and these here are meant to go inside there. Can you see that? You showing that, Carol? Mm-hmm. So them braces there would go in there. It's just that we've thrown it up fairly quick, and we've never put this up before and realised afterwards that's where it's meant to go. So you can see, so what that would do is take that off the strain of the zip. So as you see, we've got also a skirt mat for, and then what you would need is a ground sheet for inside, which we don't have. Okay, can I just quickly show you outside? One last thing I want to show you on this, which I feel I should show you. If I just take over. What we got, I don't know if you can see, got a little tiny hole in the zipper. I don't know if you can see that. And that needs to be rectified, needs to be mended. It's just a little tiny hole in the zip. If you're careful, you can run the zip quite past it and it works okay, but you've got to be careful. But I need to point that out to you. I don't know if you can see it, you'll see it better inside. There you go, can you see that? So it has a little hole in the zip. Apart from that one little thing, I say you can run, the zip goes past it, and as long as that pole is inside, that would take the strain away. As long as it's inside there, sorry, inside there, the pole, I'll take the strain away from that zip anyway, but you need to know about it. I don't want you being on holiday and then finding out that you can't, that you've got problems. Apart from that, it works really well. Okay, the windows do need a bit of a clean, which I haven't done, so maybe that's something you would like to do. We've never had this up and running before, but it's an easy process, and I'm going to take it down just so that you can see how easy it was for me to put it up. it really is a fairly simple process. So if I hand the camera back and then you can see how quick it will be for me to take it down. So if you film what I'm doing, where I'm going. Okay. So, you think, oh yes, so we've got to you twist these ones and then they're out the way. So we'll put that one down there. Actually twist that one out the way. We've got this one here. That one pulls like that. I don't know if you've seen that little screw hole there. That's where that one lines up. On the other end, there's nothing on the other end if you face that one. So I guess it just goes along the frame there. If you look at the end of that, I can't see anywhere where that would go, and so it just fits anywhere along there. Nice and easy. So put that one down. And then we've got that one that goes across there. We'll just watch that. You can see the hook here. There you go. Can you see that? So that went actually on top of there. Can you see that? That went on there, and then it comes off of that hole there, which the other. Put that back in there. Sorry, that went in there. There you go. Sorry, I couldn't find it before. It must have fallen out when I was packing it away. So that would actually go inside there. I don't know if you can see that. It would go inside there. It would come out of there, and then it would hook into that one there. So that's nice and easy. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's take this one down. I hope I'm making things clear for you, because it just took me the best part of 2 hours trying to figure it all out. I didn't have any instructions and no one's ever told me how to do it. So I hope this helps, this video. Okay, same again. This one here, it's on a spring, this one, so you kind of pull in. It's quite, I don't know if you can hear that, and then you'll pull out on there, and I say it's got a little peg there. Right, okay, so let's nip outside. You ready to go outside? That's the main ones. You go over there and film us here. So on this one here, you can see there's a zip here. So undo your zip. Really good, strong, nothing wrong with all the zips apart from that little tiny little hole at the top of the awning on the other side. Yeah, I'm sure you can get that mended, but I've actually bought some little stud poppers. Maybe you would like to use them or get another zip fitted, or I'm not sure. I say we've only just discovered it. We've never used this before, so we've only just discovered that. On this one again, so you undo all the zips, like so. Okay, that's it. Now that you know how to do this, I would estimate that this only takes about 10 minutes to fit. It really is that quick. So you can see that just slides out. When you want to put it back in, it just slides back in. It is so simple, and it doesn't just slide, it glides in, as you can see. And you just gotta go along, so it glides, and it does. Put on that. There we go. And it just glides along. So as you can see, it's made for this particular awning, these sides. And you go in one way. There you go. And that's it, all nice and open, as you can see. So if you're just out for the day and you just want a bit of a windbreak, you can just leave the sides up. It's dead easy, isn't it? So take the sides off here. Okay, and it's got a zip along here, which is over there. Oh, what you want to do is lower it. There's a little thing here. bit short. There you go, a little bit easier. Might be able to reach now. No, it still can't reach. Didn't realise it was that high. I've got a ladder here. So I guess there's a little top tip for you. Take a box with you or a little small ladder. That's quite high, that is. And there's not much you can do about it. So yeah, take a box or little steps you need to get up to, or you just see how high I am. There you go. And so no errors on this side. It works perfect on this side. Apart from the end bit, which is very fiddly. I think it's very fiddly. Come on. There you go. A little bit fiddly. As I say, it's not been used by me, so it's a little tiny bit of corrosion there on the end of the zip. Oh, ladders for the other side. And I'll quickly show you that hole as well. Again. I didn't have too much problems putting it up, but you know, I guess when you go camping and that. Okay, so I can just grab the phone a second just to quickly show them, just to give you an idea. As you can see, so I try and hold it still. So I don't know if you can see that, where my finger is. Oops. You can barely even notice it, but it is there, and it will cause you a little bit of grief if it does need mending. I'm not sure how you'd go about mending that, whether the whole piece needs to be done or, but I mean, I didn't have too much problems putting the awning up. You want to hold on? So I'm just going to go along. Oh, there you go. So yeah, there you go. I'm just going to make it open. So I just caught it, I did. So what you do, go along to the end, and it'll open that way. That doesn't do it any damage whatsoever, that. I'll just quickly go on the other side to do the last bit. There you go. And I say, you know, like to start it off, it's a little bit fiddly starting it. It's not the best start, but I'll spray a bit of WD-40 on there or something just to help it. I think it's just never been used, so it's a little bit corroded on the ends. The zip itself is plastic, but I can see that the ends are metal, so it's just had a little bit of corrosion right at the end. But once that hooks in, that zips along quite nicely. But when you get to that hole, you need to stop and take a lot of care and just do it very slowly. Pull the zip ends to each other, and then it will just glide across it, you know. But you need to know it's there. Maybe you just want to get it fixed, I don't know. We haven't really got time to fix it. As I say, we didn't even know anything about it. We've never used it before. Also, just to let you guys know, we have that there. Oops, a bit blurry. So we have that there. That is a huge bag. We thought it was something to do with the awnings, but it's not. It is a full brand new cover for the whole of the van. So apparently you can just put it right over the whole van and it will cover the whole lot. So it's a big huge blanket for the van. Got a little tiny stain somewhere. I think whatever it's been put there. So I think it's just been a little bit of stain, and that stain went through on the inside, but I've had it's just a little tiny stain, nothing wrong with it. So there you go. These, let me just quickly, do you want me to hold this again, and I'll just quickly show them how to put the last part of it away. Okay, so when you're putting it away, you just put these poles at an angle. Move this out of the way. Then what we'll do, we will turn that in, except I haven't got only a brace. Oh yes, these are on poppers. Okay, so they're on poppers on the side. So how simple that is. Okay, just open that because I just want something to turn the wheel. Hopefully that might do it. A little bit on the tight side. You do have a better job than this. So as you can see, I'm just using a brace. I've never had anything else. And once your legs get a little bit on the close side, just bring them in a bit more. Going to go a little tiny bit more. I need to put them on just to take the pressure off the frame. So we need a proper handle for this. We were never given one, so okay. So stop about there, and then just lift up. There you go. Lift up them and screw back in. Same for the other side, just make sure that they're all the way up. I will tell you why in a second. There you go, it was. And then make sure the leg is on this side. I think it's on this side, like the same here. There's a little foot rather. Just make sure it's on the correct side. And then what happens is lift that up. Do you want to come here and show it so you can see this? Come on that side. Make sure that you can see, because you don't want to be, if you come on in the shade, you don't want the sun glare. You see it? So what we do is we'll lift that up, okay, and we'll put that just there for a second, and then push that in, okay, there you go. And then on that one here, there is a little level there. I think it goes underneath the level, sorry, there's a little foot there, it goes underneath. I just want to, does that go that way? Yeah, the foot might go the other way. Same again for this side. Lift that one up, put underneath there, and push this one. Push that one back in there. As I say, I think that goes that way. There you go, and these out the way. Then we can carry on. What about the rest? There you go. You really do need to be on the level for it to line up correctly. Sometimes when you're not on the level, you'll find that one side will be will reach the end before the other side. So hopefully I'm on the level, but now I can see I'm not quite. Yes, I'm not quite there. That's only because we're not quite on the level. There you go. I think that might have done it. So yeah, some top tip, make sure that you're on the level. Okay. There you go, tightened up at the end there. It's make sure you're on the level, and it'll all tighten across. So quite on the level. Yeah, he's there. As you can see. And then you can stick it on out. There you go. Oh, but yeah, get yourself a decent brace. That does the job. You know, but happy days.